Alright folks, and welcome to the channel. And in this video we're going to take a look at Ugritone drums, the speed metal pack. So let's check these out. Yeah, this is the speed metal pack from Ugritone, part of their Ugritone drums library. So as you can see, we've got the drums here in that sort of typical 80s silver kit, and we've got some 4-bit balls there with speed metal, so we know which kit we're on, or library should I say. And it looks like we're on the stage again, so we've got some lighting. So for those of you that have not seen any of the other Ugritone drum videos I've done, we'll quickly run through the program, then we'll have a look at we'll have a listen, should I say, to the raw samples, and then I'll put other samples in a mix. Start off with, let's have a look at the actual drums itself. We've got double kicks, and you've got two options on your mouse button. If you left click the mouse button, it brings up the panel, so you've got the mix, the effects, and the routing, and that's same for all of them. Kit and cymbals itself, or should I say shells and cymbals themselves. And then to listen to any of the samples, it's just right click or click the right mouse button. Now if you've got a MIDI pad or electronic drum kit, you can do the same as well. You can use them instead of using the mouse to sample any of the kits. Right, to get the full mix window up, instead of just left clicking on the mouse just to fetch each individual one up, if you click these squares in the corner here, and to get shut to those, it's just clicking that button there. So this is the actual mix window. We've got some faders going to the different mics. So you've got a couple of direct mics there on the kick, one going to the hell mic, overheads, and room. Basically the same on the snare mic, except that's going to the trash mic as well as is all the toms. And the cymbals, you've just got a direct mic, overhead and room faders on there, and then you can do some different panning in there, raise the master volumes, etc, etc. And then you've got your effects window here, so you've got a little bit of EQ here, just a 3-band EQ, and you can actually tune the different pieces of kit. So if you thought, oh yeah, I like the sound of that, but I just want it tuned a little bit lower or a little bit higher, that's where you can do it there. And then effects ND, so you can send any of these to the inbuilt compressor even, and effect. And then there's panning and gain there as well. Finally, on this screen, you've got your routing for the individual pieces of kit, because there's various different options for the routing. I've got it on the Megamix, the 15 Megamix, and I'll show you the different other options in a second. So we'll get shut of that. And then also along the bottom you've got MIDI. So if you're importing some MIDI from a different company and some of the MIDI notes are slightly different, this is where you can edit those. And then this is which way round you want the kit. So when it's greyed out, it's from the drummer's perspective, and when it's red, it's from the audience perspective. For this track I've got it the audience perspective. And then this is your master mixer, so this is where you can have your reverbs and your compression and any delay in there. And then you can have the output channel. I've just got it set to channel 16, but for this video I'm not using the inbuilt ones, I'm using external reverbs and compression. Solo or mute that altogether. And then there's your input and output gain for your effect. And then right at the bottom you've got your master gain and humanize. So I've got it around about 58-60%. So if you have it at 0, Everything's very robotic, everything's exactly the same. Velocity, no matter how you've got your MIDI set up, everything's very robotic. And various different variations all the way up to 100%. I've got it, like I say, I've got it set to about 58-ish percent, 60%. And then there's all the different libraries. We've been through quite a few of these. I think there's a couple that we've not been through yet, but this is the speed metal one. So the ones we've got is speed metal default, Fat Roadie, No Sleep Till Gunsmith, nice Verbicate, it's Artie from Polymer Records, Aggro Heavy Metal, and 1983 Metal. Like with a lot of the other Ugritone drum libraries and their True Cab libraries, you've got a good idea with the names of how they're going to sound. At the minute, I've just got it on the speed metal default kit. And then here's all your output options. You can go from everything going out of 1 all the way going up to 15. Like I say, I've got it on the Megamix, but I'm not using a separate channel for the effect. That's just a personal preference, but the inbuilt ones are pretty good. I have used them every now and again. There's your Ugritone logo, and then you've got your settings, and this is where all your locations are for your different folders, for your reverbs, your presets, and your samples. And then you can change the different colour of the fonts. So now we've got all that little bit out the way, let's have a quick listen to the samples raw. So as you can see, I've got nothing going off on the individual tracks themselves. All I've done is put a bit of pan in, and I've just done a bit of a rough mix in there just to get the levels set. I've got nothing. Switch that off as well. As you see, I've got nothing going off on the submix, on the drums and the cymbals submix. Nothing going off on the effects channel, although nothing's been routed to there anyway at the moment. And then nothing going off on the stems as well. I've switched all the processing off on the main fader. I have got Ozone 9 on there at the minute, but that's just a bit of a volume boost. So let's have a quick listen to all these in their raw form, starting off with the default kit. And this is Fat Roadie. And this is No Sleep Till Gunsmith. And this is Nice Verbicate. Yeah, that's got quite a bit of reverb built into that one already. And this one is It's Artie from Polymer Records. Goes up to 11, this one. And this one is Aggro Heavy Metal. And this last one is 1983 Metal. So there you go, you've heard them all in raw forms. So we'll have a listen to see what they sound like in a full mix. And the mix that we're using is the one that I use for the Amped Burger. Let's see what all these kits sound like in a full mix. So there you go, folks. That was Ugritone Drums Speed Metal Library. What do I think about these? Do they get the Wizard Seal of Approval, or do they get the Finger of Doom? Ah, nah, they get the Wizard Seal of Approval. Ron and Tony have done another fantastic job here on this library, shall I say. As I've said in other videos, not all of these are to my taste. Or some of them, yeah, I like the kicks and the toms, and I might not like the snare, but you can change the snares out if you want. But yeah, overall, I think they've done another fantastic job. And let me know what you guys think about these down in those comments. The engagement is always much appreciated. And I'll leave a link to the Ugritone website down there in the description. And if you want to grab yourself some Evil Wizard merch, there's a link to the merch store down in the description. But that's all from me, folks.
I'll catch you on the next one.
Right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that video. You can follow me on social media, and you can get my music online. And if you want to support the channel, there's Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal links. They're all down in the description. Click up here to subscribe and click the link down there for videos that you may not have seen. Keep it loud and keep it heavy.